going on, folks? We are building ourselves an off-grid wood-fired hot tub. And we're gonna start with this black plastic stock tank here. 150 gallon special job here. Got this from local Tractor Supply. It's about 180 bucks, along with a bunch of other parts we're gonna need. But let's get started. I'm gonna take this tank and drill the holes in it for the pass-through hot water coil to heat up, which you'll see later in the video. And yeah, let's get started on it. I'm going to drill 2 big holes in it, and then we're gonna flip this thing over, spray foam the whole backside. All right, here's what we're starting with. It is a bulkhead union with a rubber washer in there. Basically, we're gonna drill a hole in the side of this thing. I'm sure you've seen this on millions of other videos about off-grid hot tubs that are out there. And it allows you to put, has a threaded port, so you can put like a plumbing fitting in there to connect to whatever you want. We'll go ahead and get this hole drilled. Got these at Home Depot. They're about 12 bucks a piece, 13. Yeah, we'll get that hole drilled. You want one up high and you want one a little bit lower. If you're ever using these, they are reverse thread to get them apart. So don't struggle with that. If you go too hard, you will break them. Just comes apart like this. Rubber washer. Allows for a pass-through. To figure out what our hole diameter size is gonna be, we'll grab a hole saw, blast through there, and then we can put these in. All right, let's see what size. That one's a little small. That one should work just fine. Let's see. Oh, nice. Pulled the little puck out. As you can see, Ruger keeps trying to eat these things. I'm just gonna snug these up right now because this whole thing is gonna get taken apart for transport. Take it up to our cabin and get it all set up, and we'll have to test it out there. I'm mainly getting these holes drilled and in place because I'm gonna tape it off and I'm gonna spray foam around this whole outside of this tub to help insulate it so it holds heat better. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. Got this PVC coupler. I'm gonna cut this in half, and we're gonna put this around those pass-through ports that I just put in there. That way when we spray foam all around it, it's gonna cover and give us a space big enough around the pass-through so that we can actually get a pair of pliers on there and tighten that thing down. And this will just leave us a nice clean circle. All right, so here's what I was talking about. That's gonna sit on there and give us a nice, I don't know, 1.5 to 2 inches around each side. I'm gonna glue those on so they stay in place. I'll probably just use my hot glue gun. That way we can pull them off before the foam is fully set, and we'll have access to it. This is the spray. Okay. This is the spray foam we're gonna use. It's the big gap says up to 3 inches. Hey dude, I'm trying to film. Also, I got 8 cans of this stuff. I'm not sure how much it's gonna take, but we'll see where that gets us. Why are you barking so much at me? Don't want to put too much on because, like I said, we're just gonna pull this off. So you might be wondering, if I spray foam this thing, it's gonna be ugly as hell, right? It's gonna have all that white, yellowy foam sprayed all over it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna build a kind of wooden facade that goes around the tub out of cedar, and I got some old rusty metal. That way it kind of matches how our cabin looks. So all that's gonna be covered. You're not gonna see any of it. All right, here goes nothing. First can. Let's well, that's coming out really slow. All right, folks, we are back. Went to the store and got this wide spray foam sealant. This first stuff I used, it sucks, and it was taking forever, as you can see. Spent like 20 minutes just doing that section. So I'm gonna give this a shot and see if it works better. Hopefully it does. You're supposed to hold the can upside down. Whoops. All right, that works. That works absolutely amazing. There goes one can. Definitely gonna need both cans for this. So right here, I'm digging out some 4x4 cedar posts. This is stuff I had left over from a project, and I'm going to use these for the four corners of the frame. All right, so now I'm just kind of getting an idea of where the four corners are going to be. All right, now we got some cedar 2x4. We're gonna use this to make our horizontal cuts. This will kind of help create the framing structure all around the tub. All right, now it's time to screw everything together. We'll start with our short sides first. I'll show you guys what we got going. So yeah, that's a nice pocket hole joint, and I'm leaving it offset because our pickets or our metal, whatever we decide to use, is gonna sit on that front part of that. All right, you can kind of start to see the vision here. I'm gonna go ahead and put the side pieces on, kind of make a rectangle out of it. All right, you guys starting to get the idea here, how it's gonna look. All that'll be covered up. I think it's gonna turn out pretty nice. This thing is definitely not built to perfection of any standard. Just kind of slapping it together. Rough measurements, and you know, it's gonna get kind of beat up and weathered. It's gonna be outside. I'm not spending a ton of time on it. Just going through and kind of cutting the foam loose and get this tape off of here. All right, let's set the frame back down. All right, so now I'm cutting a couple 45 pieces here. We're gonna put these in the corner, kind of help brace up our top piece that we're gonna make for this. All right, that'll help add some support and also kind of create another surface for that top piece to lay on. All right, so what we got going on here, I'm gonna stain these corner posts black. And what I'm thinking, posts will be black, and then when we put our cedar pickets up all around the side, I'll leave those the natural like cedar color, and we'll do like a water sealer coat on top of everything. I think it'll give it a nice little contrast, it'll look real good. All right, here's a little sneak peek what I was thinking. So now that the corner posts are black, these are just cedar fence pickets. Super cheap, easy to work with. So I got some of the cedar plank fence pickets cut. I marked my center. I'm gonna start in the center and then kind of put them to the left and to the right. That way, if I have to cut a little piece, it'll be the same on both sides. That's what it looks like with one side pretty much done. Continue that on all the way around it. This thing will be ready for the top piece. So you can see on this side I added this other piece of cedar 2x4, kind of as like a trim cap. It's going to cover all the screw heads. I have another piece down there that's going to nail on. That way you don't see any screws. So I'm going to get those cut for these other sides. I got 3 sides with the paneling on there. I'm going to have to go get some more fence pickets to do that backside. So I'm just going to keep plugging away on this. I'm on. I'm using a little bit of silicone. I just had it laying around. It was already open. And we've got 18 gauge nailer just to hold everything in place while the glue dries. Looking pretty good. All right, I got a 2-inch hole saw here. I'm gonna go ahead and drill the hole for where our drain plumbing is gonna be on the side of this thing. So here's what I'm thinking for the top cap. I have some of this composite decking material I got on clearance last year. They were selling it for less than half price. I think it's gonna work really good. This stuff's completely weatherproof. It's gonna hold up to the wear and tear for all the top area where it's going to get the most moisture, and it'll be a nice smooth surface to kind of sit on. It's going to have kind of like a deck lip around the edge. You don't have to worry about splinters, you won't have to worry about restaining it or anything. So I'm going to cut 4 pieces. We're going to have mitered corners here, and then I'll cut a bunch of small pieces. We'll put the tub on top, trace the shape of the tub, and we'll kind of cut it out, and that'll give us our little top deck area. All right, it looks pretty goofy right now, but I just kind of used all the scrap in pieces. I went ahead and ditched the whole mitered corner. Didn't like how it was working out. We're just gonna have straight planks all the way on the deck. So I'm gonna flip that tub up on top of here and trace my pattern to cut out. pretty sweet. I think I'll add another piece of trim to cover the edge of that decking. But all in all, that's pretty awesome. This thing's pretty deep. You can fit 2 people in here. I don't know how comfortably, but one person's kind of hanging out on the deck and one in the tub. Yeah, it's nice having this little lip for seating. I like it. So I got all that those wood planks glued on top of the foam. I left them all long because I'm gonna cut my final shape, and then once these dry overnight, I will put another trim piece of that black wood on the side to cover up that foam. This thing should be pretty solid by tomorrow. We are back the next day. I'm gonna pull this piece of wood off of here that was kind of just using it as a weight to keep everything compressed while it was drying. We'll kind of see how our cover looks after the glue had a chance to dry overnight. So bear with me while I get this off. All right, you can kind of see that getting the side trim on, it's really adding some rigidity to this panel. All right, we're ready to seal it up. I'm using this Olympic water guard cedar fence staining here, just like a semi-transparent stain and waterproofer. And yeah, I'm gonna put it on with this pump sprayer and then just kind of finish it out with a brush. A little sample piece here, I think it'll be all right. All right, this is the quick connect fitting, 3/4 shark bite. Goes into our bulkhead, and that's going to screw in the side of the tub. With a little bit of thread tape on here. So I got my coil in, I ordered this off Amazon. It's 3/4 inch soft copper. It's actually a refrigeration size 3/4. This is a standard 3/4 plumbing pipe, rigid. So I'm gonna have to, it fits pretty good inside of there. I'm gonna have to solder that piece on so that this will actually slip into those quick connect fittings I put on the tub. Got my coil all bent up, got the end soldered on. I welded up a little stand to just kind of help hold that coil. I'm sure as it gets hot, it's gonna soften up. Everything's test fitted, ready to take it outside and get it set up and try it out. We are filling the tub up. I got it set up in the driveway here. We're gonna test it out. Make sure it works good and then take it up to the cabin. Got the DeWalt fan blowing on that fire to get it going really good. It is 11:53. See how many hours it takes to get this heated up. Tub is almost full. This fire's only been going for maybe 20 minutes and you can definitely already see the steam coming off the water. Got a real pull thermometer here, like right about 100 degrees. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not. Looks like it might be snowing here for our first dip. I got a little submersible pump that I put down there. It's just pushing water through the coil, helping it heat up more evenly. It's working really good. Got the water up to temp, but actually got it too hot. Let it drop down. It's just about perfect. All right, that's going to be the end of this one. Thanks for checking out this video. If you like this content, hit the like button, subscribe, all that jazz. We appreciate taking your time to tune in with us. Catch you on the next one. Bye.